Welcome to the series of videos called ERP II Benefits Realisation. My name's Andrew Norton and I'll be exploring some of the key issues facing organisations looking to implement an ERP II system. The insights revealed in this series of videos draws upon findings from a number of published sources. Firstly, this book entitled ERP II Implementation Delivering Benefits Realisation, and secondly, peer-reviewed journals and conference papers. This session is called The Phasing of Critical Success Factors. In order to realise the desired benefits in an implementation of this nature, success factors must be allocated at the correct phase of the implementation and in the context of the correct resource-based investment. The first question we need to ask is, how do we plan our resource investments? As highlighted in the previous session, misjudgement of either will be detrimental to benefits realisation. Issue 1 is that we need a taxonomy of critical success factors. There is a need for a clear taxonomy of the application of ERP II critical success factors, as it is the effective application of critical success factors which is most important. If a factor is critical, ranking is surely arbitrary. If it needs doing, it needs doing. Furthermore, if researchers are using ranked critical success factors as a starting point for empirical research, it will surely become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Issue 2 relates to the fact that we need a more effective means of allocating critical success factors. To date, ERP critical success factors have only been evaluated in the context of the implementation lifecycle. No research has attempted to allocate ERP critical success factors into the three resource-based investment areas of people, process or technology. Our research has highlighted that by doing so, resources can be allocated far more effectively. Issue 3 relates to a solution called the CSF Phasing Model. We have developed the CSF Phasing Model as a tool to allocate resource investments appropriately during the implementation. The CSF Phasing Model enables critical success factors to be evaluated at individual stages of the implementation lifecycle and against specific resource-based areas of the investment. It is a model which enables resources to be more effectively evaluated and delivered. Issue 4 relates to appraising of existing critical success factors and generating new critical success factors. To measure the level of success in an implementation, it is necessary to interview project team members and to ensure that findings reveal the full spectrum of views. As such, multiple participants from key functional areas must be involved. In fact, there are 3 checks to validate prospective CSFs. Initially, observations are required during the implementation process. These must be followed up by questioning key members of the project team post-implementation, and subsequently interviews with experienced supplier consultants. Issue 5 relates to making observations. The issues identified within each of the resource-based areas are derived by using open coding. This pertains specifically to the naming and categorizing of a phenomenon, involving the breaking apart of data, delineating concepts, and ultimately qualifying concepts in terms of their properties. To reveal a prospective critical success factor, several important steps need to be taken. Initially, a process called axial coding enables prospective critical success factors to emerge from empirical research. The prospective critical success factors identified during the implementation are put together again in a new context using the CSF Phasing Model. Essentially, this is a process which involves the differentiating and combining data. The axial coding process enables the categories to be linked in so much that the issue and the observation can be matched. The second question we need to ask is, why do ERP critical success factors differ from ERP II critical success factors in a customer-facing organisation? Issue 1 relates to a resource-based perspective. Our research shows that people-related factors account for most of the identified ERP II critical success factors. The implication is that whilst critical issues reside across the resource base of the customer-facing organisation, particular attention must be paid towards training-related issues. Issue 2 relates to benefits realisation. From a resource-based perspective, people-related benefits can be maximised by allocating resources primarily in the exploitation phase. Process-related resources should be allocated mainly into the planning and reviewing stages. Technology-related resources are largely allocated both into the planning and delivery stages. Issue 3 relates to the fact that implementation pathway steps are necessary. An evaluation of ERP II critical success factors using the CSF Phasing Model reveals critical pathways for implementation success. This has helped shape our understanding of the application of identified critical success factors in the delivery of a successful implementation. Clearly defined implementation pathway steps has benefited many aspects of the implementation process, not least in terms of cost savings, as the efficient allocation of resources frees up valuable time and budget. To date, a total of 19 critical success factors form the critical pathway steps. Thank you. The next session examines current critical success factors for ERP II.